there is a thing called packaging when you are ready to turn in your magazine to a commercial printer for printing on a printing press. You want to package what you give the printer. They may want a PDF file also, but packaging is a way to give the printer your original InDesign file plus all the fonts that you used plus all the images that you used. In other words, everything the printer would need to print the magazine. Now, a PDF also, some printers will just want the PDF file, but if not, you need to learn how to package your magazine. And this is how you do it. Once your magazine is done, of course this hardly has anything in it, but we'll pretend that this magazine is completely done. And actually, let me put in a mistake so that we can fix it. I'm going to put in an image that is in the wrong color mode. Okay, there we go. I'll put that in. Okay, so I've got this thing right here, kind of a bizarre image. Ta-da! Okay, so I've got this image here. I'm going to save my magazine. Okay, and now I'm going to package it, and it's real easy. I just go to File, Package, and I click on that, and then it gives me a summary of the problems, and it will tell me how many links, in other words, how many photos it's found. It'll tell me if any of them have been modified or if any are missing. I need to pay attention to that. If they're missing, I need to find them, because it'll put a low resolution fake version of the photo in its place, and you don't want that. If there are fonts missing, it'll tell you that, and you need to know that there are no fonts missing. Now here, this tells me that with my images, one of them uses RGB color space, and you may remember me talking about that the images cannot be RGB color space if they're going to be printed on a printing press. They need to be CMYK. So it does give me the option to go ahead and package, but one of those images would be incorrect. So I can actually go down here to Links and Images and see which ones are, that's CMYK, those are CMYK. There it is, there's the RGB file. And it tells me which one it is. And it even tells me what page it's on. It's on page 1, and it's a JPEG RGB. So I'm going to cancel because I'm not ready. What I need to do is find it, and it told me it was on B1, and here it is. That's my RGB image. And I want to fix it. And I fix it in this window called Links. We haven't messed with links too much. But if I click on links, links are all the pictures that I use. And when I have one of them selected, it tells me the information down here. So there's Gator, it tells me it's a TIFF, how big it is. But this one, image, is a JPEG and it's RGB. I have to convert this to a CMYK, and I have to do that in Photoshop. So what I'll do is, with this selected, I'll press right here, and I'll go to Edit With, and I'll choose, you can't see this, let me move this over. I'll choose Edit With Adobe Photoshop. So I'll click on that, and there's the image, okay? And so I'll go to Mode, CMYK Color, I'll ignore that, okay? And that's all I did. I changed the mode. Now I will close it. I'll just click that X, and it says, do you want to save the changes? I'll say, yeah, save. And actually, no, I don't want to do that because it's going to turn it into a JPEG again. Let me cancel that. Instead, let me do File, Save As, make it a TIFF file. Keep the same number, make it a TIFF file, click Save. Okay, so I've changed the mode and changed it to a TIFF file, but that also changes the name. So I'm going to have to do something here in InDesign. So I'm going to go back to InDesign, and I no longer want that file. That's the JPEG version, the RGB version. I want to replace it with my TIFF version, my CMYK version. Well, I can do that right here. It says go to link, well, relink, that little chain right there. So with this selected, I click on a relink, and then I find the new version, which is right here. I have to know where the old one was so I can locate the new one. There it is. And I'll click open, and now that image has been replaced. It looks exactly the same, nothing's moved, but now this says TIFF. And so any of your RGB files, you need to find them and edit them with Photoshop, resave them as a CMYK TIFF, and then replace them with this relink. Okay, then save your document again, save, and then go through the package process again, package, and here I go. No fonts missing, no images missing, and 0 use RGB color space. So that's good. I know I'm done there. So I click package. If I need to, I can put printing instructions, a contact information. Don't need to do that right now, so I'll click continue. And it says it's going to put everything in a folder. And so it asks me where to put that folder. I'll just put it on the desktop for now. And I do want this. Copy the fonts. I do want the fonts copied in there. I want the graphics copied. I want the graphic links updated. I want the print version, and I want this to be high quality print. Okay, then I'll click package, and it just gives you a little warning about some fonts and so forth. You just click OK. Another warning about text, and then it starts to package the document, and it's copying everything. Okay, and what it has done is, let me just do this. It has made a copy of everything in a folder called Sample Mag folder. For me, that's what I called it. And here I can give the printer this folder, and it's got the InDesign document. Actually has a PDF version of it. It's got the links, which mean all the photos that are in there. Okay, it's got the fonts, Minion Pro. It's got everything the printer needs in this folder. So that's my packaged folder, and that's what I would give to the printer. Now, what I have to be careful about is that there's 2 of these now, because this is the one I'm working on. This one, I can close it and I can save it if I want. But what I have to be careful about is I don't want to come back tomorrow and make changes to this one. I open that up, and then I say, that photo's too high. I'm going to lower it. I'm going to save it, and then just think that I'm done. So I can close it, and then give the printer this folder, because when he opens his up, his is going to be still the way it was when I packaged it. So what I want to be careful to do from now on is if I make changes, in fact what I should do is just throw this away. I should throw that away now and just work on this now, work on this one, so that any changes that I make, the printer will be sure to get. If I make that change, this is the same file that he's going to get. It's inside that folder. And that's how you package a file for the printer.